What's good, everyone? Bryson Price here, back with another live stream, and today we'll be making some melodic southern trap. Thank y'all for being here. I have a special setup today. It's a little bit different than what y'all are used to. I'm testing out two cameras here. So I'm actually using the portrait mode on my iPhone instead of like the regular video mode for today. But that's why it looks like it has like the blurry background and all that. But here I've got the second keyboard setup here. The reason why I'm testing this out is because I plan on having my sister over on Wednesday or Thursday, and this second camera right here that y'all see is actually going to be going in the closet back there. So yeah, so I'm just testing this out, seeing if the camera will stay on, and I kind of like the blurry look. You know, that's cool. But that was kind of an accident. That was like last minute. Now, if you notice, like right here, it says natural light, and like there's the yellow like the yellow frame is like following my face. But yeah, that's just something we'll work around. I I'm just really testing out these two cameras to see if there's any glitching going on. But the only thing that sucks, S3AX, what's up, man? Um, the only thing that sucks about this is that, you know, you don't get the setup of my computer in the background. But, you know, I think Randy, you said might blur Ableton. We'll have to see about that. No, it's not gonna blur Ableton. That'll be fine. So, like, it'll be the normal view here. The only thing is that, well, yeah, we'll see, because I can only, actually, I'm not gonna go into the details and bore y'all, because most of y'all probably don't really care, but I won't go into that. Let's just get into making some music today. And let me put this up here on the second screen, and we'll get to it. Yeah, Randy, it's OBS. It's a live streaming app. Yeah, so it shouldn't bother that at all. Y'all get an up close view of my face now. I'm sure y'all would rather see the computer in the background instead. But yeah, what I was gonna say is that I want the focus of the image when my sister comes over. I want the focus of the image to be her, in the booth back there, which is not really a booth. It's just a closet. but yeah, I want the focus of her to. I want the focus of the stream to be like her singing in the booth, and then just having my image like out to the side, and then Ableton taking up the rest there. But yeah, let's get to it here. Yeah, Randy, you said I like the blur. It's a cool effect. Yeah, man. So I like that too. It's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure that I can use another app. So right now I'm just using like the actual photo app on my iPhone, but I'm pretty sure I can get like another. I think I even have another one on my phone. I just need to mess with it. But, you know, we don't have to have that natural light. It says natural light, and then also that yellow box following my face. I think I can get around that. But, you know, for today it'll do. I might actually, let me make my face a little bit smaller. I think it's kind of big. Let's do this here. Alright. That might be a little bit better. Alright, well, let's get to work. I forgot to load in a reference track. But today I'm going to be reaching into a project that I did in the past. And I'm going to be taking the 808s from that, and I'm going to be taking the kick and the snare. So let's go ahead and replace what I have here. Alright. I'm going to, let's see, delete. I can go ahead and delete these here. And then I'm going to delete the 808 pattern. I'm going to keep the samples though. I'm going to drag all the samples I used over there. And I'm going to delete the pattern here. I don't want to copy the beat. I just want to use like the same sounds that that I was using before. And maybe even I'll take the percussion group. I kind of like what I did there. And then let's go ahead and delete this one. Let me see what the percussion sounds like. Let's go ahead and move that to 130 BPM. And I'm gonna take out the hay. Alright, that'll work for now. I can always change it. Let me see the snares. Alright, that'll work. And then let's see what kicks I used. So this is a different kick than I usually use in my songs. I like that. This is from the Uzi pack on Splice. Let's see here. Alright, I think that's good. So now just come up with the chords. Let me open up Silent for brainstorming here. And today I'm actually going to be using my keyboard, the big one. I'm going to be using that to trigger the sounds in Ableton. Just because I've got the camera set up there. I got that camera set up there, so I'm going to go ahead and utilize that. And I'll kind of put Silent here. And with that, I think that y'all can pretty much see everything. I haven't done this in a while, but this is kind of cool. How I'm not sure if y'all can actually hear this because I don't have it set up for y'all to be able to hear the instruments here. But this is actually a really good tip and technique that you can use in order to get unique sounds. You can have the sounds from the keyboard playing along with the sounds from a synth, and then you kind of get like a stacking effect. So I don't know if you can hear that, but the piano is being triggered at the same time as the synth. The Silent synth is being triggered. So it's kind of interesting. I forgot about that technique. Oh, Randy, you said my voice is too low? Oh, okay, that's why. I have my mic turned down. Is that better now? And I think it doesn't help that Silent is like super loud. I could turn that down a little bit. But yeah, I think that should be better. That should be a lot better though. But let me know if I need to change it. Yeah, I think that should work. But yeah, Silent is like super loud though. So I need to turn it down a little bit more. I think this mix is just a little bit too quiet for my preference, but it's okay. We'll change that later. Can y'all hear that piano in there? Or just the synth? Alright, let's start off with something that's more like chords, I guess. Chord based. That's kind of a cool sound. Let's see what happens if I turn off this distortion here. Turn that volume a little bit. This patch is a little soft. Ooh, I like that chord progression. That's cool. I really don't even know what I'm playing here. I guess it would really just be C major. Basically, I like that though. So it's C major, it's the E chord, and then the E chord again, then the C chord. And then it would be like an E7th. Alright, cool. So let's lay that down here. I kind of like that. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna loop this here. Alright, let's go ahead and start that over. This is kind of cool, y'all. It's different because usually I take an inspiration and take my chords from there. But like the cool thing about this right here is that I kind of just felt around what sounded good to me and I just went with that, you know. And I like the way it's sounding so far. I didn't really pull chords from anybody. It's kind of different from what I usually do. I usually take chords from like an inspiration and then kind of flip them around to however I see fit. Cool. All right. Let me take away that keyboard and let me grab a sip of water here. Alright, so now I'm going to do something different. I'm going to lay down some 808s. That way I just get a good solid vibe for the track. So it looks like it says this is C sharp. Let's just make sure that that's right. Let's make sure this 808 is hitting on a C sharp. That's pretty close. It kind of starts up here and comes down a little bit. Yeah, let's just say that's C sharp. Kind of, if you notice, like the frequencies kind of shifted down as the sample played. So that says it's C sharp, and we're starting off on a D. So all we need to do is just move it up one semitone. And I didn't notice this. I have a little pitch automation here at the end. That's cool. Kind of comes down. Let's see how that sounds. Let's actually, let's take an EQ. Cut out everything below 150. Yeah, if I'm gonna keep this view, I think I need to put something back there to be, to spice things up a little bit. Or have a camera coming from this side over here, shooting this way. Just bring that into the mix every now and then. That could be kind of cool. I feel like something's clashing here. Let's see if I pitch it up. That sounds better to me. So maybe it's actually playing a C. So this next chord is a C, so I need to come down. Oh, that's why it doesn't sound right, because I thought I was playing a D, but I was playing an E on that first note. Yeah. But still, then that would mean that I need to go up 3. Let's see if that sounds right. Alright, just to be sure, I'm gonna drag this 808 into Melodyne real quick. And actually, let me put a tuner on this 808 so I can see, make sure what note it's playing. And I might throw my sub pack on real quick so I could feel what the frequencies are playing. I don't want to get the 808 wrong. And that's actually the reason why I don't do 808s much on live streams, is because it's kind of tedious, like guess and check work. And I feel like it just takes away from the vibe, and it's like, it's kind of technical to me, and I could do it later. Alright, let's see what Melodyne says here. And this Melodyne trial might be expiring pretty soon. Let's change it to a different algorithm. So it looks like it's starting on the F, but it kind of comes down. Yeah, it has like a variety of notes here. Let's see what it sounds like if I pitch it down 1. I think that's okay for now. If I have to pitch it up higher, it might become more apparent, you know, if the notes are off or not. But yeah, let's just go with that for now. And then on this next note, it's gonna come down. Let's go down 4. I think that buffer size is okay. Alright, I think I'm gonna turn the audio input off for now. And then on this next note, I think I can just go back up to let's go up to a G and see what that sounds like. Let's go up 3. Okay, so it looks like in this song I actually used different 808s, which is interesting because I think I liked the way this one sounded on the C notes, but then as it came down a little bit, I didn't like the way it sounded. So let's go ahead and mimic what I did here. I'm gonna grab this note. Let's go. And then we're gonna use the C note here, so down 4. Let's just go ahead and deactivate that clip. I know I said this a little bit ago, but yeah, the 808 work is kind of tedious to me, but it's kind of crucial for getting like the feel of the song and like the foundation of the track. So it is important. I think I'm gonna keep that on the G note. I like that. Maybe just like that. Or maybe what I could do is bring this one down here. And then let's make this a G note. So come up 3. Let's see how that sounds. Yeah, that might work. What I could do is like a little volume automation when that clap hits. This is like one of those things I'd want to listen to in the car and see how it feels. Now, I was kind of impressed with myself in like the quick mixing that I did. For most of the songs, it sounded really good. If you're following my live streams that day, I was doing quick mixes, quick mixing and mastering. I was pretty impressed. I've had a chance to listen to most of them, and they actually, most of them sounded pretty good in the car. There, there's a couple of things that that did not sound right to me, and one of the songs was one of the ones I was working on here. It had a lot of like organ, electric piano type sounds in it that had a lot of mid-range. I don't know if y'all remember that one or not, but yeah, that was the one that did not sound good in the car, and I had to make a couple of adjustments, and even after the adjustments, it didn't sound great compared to the other ones. But yeah, for the most part, I was impressed. I liked the way the mixes sounded, which was interesting because I did them so fast. It just goes to show you how important like sound choice is when you're doing your mixes. Make this a little bit less like that. And then also like little automations like this make a big difference in the end too. It just makes the clap have a little bit more impact, but it doesn't completely take away that 808. I'm not sure if I like that note anymore. Maybe it's playing the wrong note. Let me go ahead and mute that for now, and I'm gonna drag in one of these other 808s here. So let's make, I guess this is already playing that G note there, so let's go ahead and drag that here. Yeah, how are y'all doing today? What's up with y'all? What's new? that might be kind of cool if I do like a little pitch automation on this part. Let's see what that would sound like. A little glide. Let's make that a little bit less intense. Or less drawn out, I should say. Let's not do that for now. I'll keep that there as an idea. That'd be cool if I did a pitch glide at the end there. I think I had one here. Alright, so this note right here, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It needs to go up 6. This part, let's do a little bit more intense of a glide here. Alright, that may not be perfect, but I think it's a good solid start to laying down the 808, setting a foundation for the song. Now I have the sub bass in there. I'm going to take off my pack for now, my sub pack, and let's plug this back in here. I think, so another thing for getting the mix good straight off the bat is to add sub bass or 808s, which is kind of contradicting what I do on live stream. But it's cool because I've mixed and mastered quite a few tracks now, so I kind of know how it's supposed to sound. But it's good if you're kind of trying to get the hang of things to put the sub bass in first, because if you have your sub bass and your kick hitting right from the start, it's gonna make everything a lot easier. So I want my sub bass to be hitting about -5, -6 dB. So that's right there, right in the ballpark. Yeah, I mean, it's all right in the ballpark. One thing I found interesting is I had the kick a little bit quieter than I normally have it, but I liked the mix on it, so I'm going to keep it like that. Alright, this note's still kind of bothering me a little bit. I'm going to do a trick that kind of helps you figure out how the sub is sounding. I'm going to actually Let me unwarp this, and then I'm gonna pitch it up 12 semitones in a whole octave and see what it sounds like. I think that's the sweet spot right there. To me, that sounds right. So let's pitch it back down to a whole octave. So it's gonna go to 4. Okay, that sounds a lot better. And then I'm gonna do that little, I'm gonna do this little automation here. And maybe bring it, I think I'm gonna put it a little farther back. So something kind of like that. Cool. I think that sounds good. I like that. Now I'm second guessing it. I don't think it sounds as good now in the lower tone. It sounded good in the higher. Ooh, that was kind of cool. What if I did like a higher 808? Yeah, let's try that out. Alright, let me put a different 808 here. Let's go with, let's see what we got here. Let me do this one. Alright, and then we gotta pitch it. We may not have to pitch it, but let's see what it sounds like an octave higher. Now let's see what happens if I cut out the higher frequencies. And let's see what happens if I keep this extended out. That's kind of cool. I like that. That happened by accident, but I like it. Let me see what happens if I take these 808s down to E. of unique. So let's just let's add from there. What do y'all think the 808s sound like? Does it sound good to you, or are there any 808s that kind of sound off or out of key with the song? Listen on here. Alright, I can't really hear the 808s that well on my laptop actually, which may not be a good sign, but we'll fix that later if we have to. Alright, let's keep it going here. So I may end up taking this sound out and replacing it with something else, but let's just keep it there for now. And let me put a high cut on it. And then let's see what kind of melodies I could brainstorm on here. And maybe it doesn't need a melody, maybe it just needs like little accents here and there. I kind of like that. Let's record that in there. That's a cool little melodic riff there. So I'm gonna just mute that and let's keep it moving. Let's keep brainstorming ideas here. cool little vibe there. I could see that being like a nice little vocal melody or something. So let's record that in. Alright, I've got something to work with there. Let me chop that down. Alright, I'm going to label that vocal melody. Because that could be a nice little vocal melody there for somebody to sing on. I'm going to mute that, and I'm going to try to add something else here. I just love sounds like this. I always have to try to use it if I hear it. Yo, Raw Art, what's up, man? How's it going? When people pop in, I keep wanting to look over there because I'm used to having my camera set up over there. I'm thinking instead of having that sound, that main sound, to like replace it with something more organic, something like an organ or like a piano, but having that same pattern though, because I like that. So what I think I'm gonna do is let's try to do this. Extract the groove. Let me see if that'll do anything. I think there's a way to actually, let's do this. I'm gonna copy that. I'm going to freeze it. Let's go ahead and freeze it. And then I'm gonna flatten it. And then let's do this, convert audio to MIDI. I know that's in here somewhere. Convert melody to MIDI track. Let's see how close that is. It's not that close actually. Maybe if I get the chords in there, let's do convert harmony to new MIDI track. Let's see what that sounds like. I've never used this function before. Alright, that's a little bit closer. So let me go ahead and clean this up here. Actually, let's not do that. I'll keep that there just in case I need to reference back to it. But let's go, I'm actually going to go ahead and pull up some sounds from my keyboard here. Let's go ahead and decrease the samples, that way when I play it, there'll be minimal lag. And then let's go ahead and open up an external instrument rack. And then I believe it's on the second channel. Cool. Kind of hear a slight echo. I wonder if it has something to do with this. No, we're good there. Oh, here we go. Gotta mute that. And then yeah, let me pull up some organ sounds or something. And then I'll try to mimic that pattern. But first, actually, why don't I have this playing in the background? I'll have this playing. Let me get the tempo right here. So let's get another synth in there, kind of like a placeholder synth. That's a cool sound though. Alright, and then I'll get these sounds up here. Let me grab an organ. might need a different sound. You know what this kind of reminds me of? It kind of reminds me of that song by T.I. How it starts off with those, it's kind of like, they're kind of, I don't know how else to explain them, but it sounds kind of fun. The organs just sound kind of fun. T.I., I think it's produced by Jazzy Faye. I don't think it's, maybe it's, is it Let's Get Away? I don't know if it's this one or not.
Yo. What's saying, y'all? Let's go kick. Come on.
No, I don't think it's that one. Man, I can't remember that song. Anyway, I'll have to check it out later. Mess with some of these organ sounds. I'm gonna let the beat play, and I'm just gonna mess around with some of these organ sounds and just see what happens. I kind of like that sound. That could be just a different vibe to have that kind of an organ on there. Let me keep going through these sounds. something, commit to it, lay it down, try to add stuff around it, and let's just see what happens. Maybe I'll stack a couple different organ sounds in there. Yeah, so let's see here. Let's go ahead and lay that down. That's a good one. That's a good sound. I like that. I'm gonna go ahead and let's see here. Go ahead and start this up. Alright, I'm gonna blend a couple of those. Neutral, what's up, man? Thanks for tuning in. Kind of a slow start to a beat, but I'm just experimenting and getting the sounds right from the start. Started with the kick, the snares, the percussion, did the 808s. Spent a lot of time on the 808s just to make sure that the feel was right. It's not 100% complete yet, but the feel is there and the mix is there. And now I'm just adding some instruments around it. Oh, and I came up with the chords. So now I'm just trying to replace the original sound because it was just kind of there to help me get onto the right start, and then now I'm just replacing the sounds, and yeah, so that's where we're at now. So I'm gonna just copy that last little bit onto the end there. And I'm gonna keep this first part, or keep that last sequence. That's good right there. Now I just clean up my timing a little bit. And let me go ahead and take off the reverb effects here. And then I'm going to take off that camera. Put it all on Ableton. So it's going to sound really dry, but I'm going to use my own reverb later. Change the velocity. Fix the timing here. copy this down here. Alright, and then one thing I'm going to try out here is to like separate some of these notes. Let's do, let's see what this sounds like. I kind of like that better. Let's see an octave lower here. No, I'm going to keep it like it is. And then fix the timing here. That's a little bit off. Alright, so now I've got that down. I'm going to bounce this into audio. It's coming from my keyboard right now. And then I think I'm going to stack this, stack the sound with another organ on my keyboard. And see how that sounds. And I do have to bounce it into mono just because of my setup right now. I can't have the microphone and the sounds on my keyboard playing in mono just because of my current limitations in my setup. So let's go ahead and bounce this out. Alright, now I'll drag this off to the side here and I'll let this loop. Let's actually, before we move on, let's put a little bit of convolution reverb here. Let's cut out all the lows, 150 hertz and below. And I don't know if I'm going to keep this synth. I kind of like the sound of it. I might replay it later, but for now, let's kind of put it in the background in the mix. It's kind of cool in the background like that. Alright. Let me go back to that other organ I was messing with. I like that one. It's kind of a cool one. Okay, so I kind of like that. All I'm doing is just playing those chords in like a flam fashion. So I'm going to play it like that. It just adds a little flavor to that, what I have going on there. So let me go ahead and record that. Played the wrong note. Let me try it again. Fix the timing on that. Alright, I like the way that sounds, y'all. That sounds good. So it just adds a subtle flavor to the organs that are already there. Let me go ahead and name that A094. Okay. And then drag that there. And then let's go ahead and bounce that out. I think I'll take the reverb off here. Actually, let me hear how it sounds. That's probably fine. I'll leave the reverb on there. And now we just gotta keep adding stuff to this. That first little melodic riff that I did there, so I'm gonna just record that. I feel like I want to finish that, but I'm learning that sometimes more is less when it comes to melody. Like sometimes I want to finish a melody and like what they call in music theory, like release the tension of a melody, but what I'm finding, like when I listen and analyze songs, sometimes vocals will kind of like will stop on that high note. They'll eventually come back down, but what I'm trying to say is sometimes like not finishing a melody is a good way to go like that. So I might just leave it like that. And I kind of like the groove I put on there. It's kind of off the grid, but I like the way that sounds. I'm gonna turn it up. Sometimes when you turn up a sound, you can really hear the timing of it better. So I'm gonna do that temporarily. Let me just turn up that sound. I'm gonna listen to it and see if I need to fix the timing. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it like that. That's cool. Record that. All right, let's keep it moving. I did that technique one time, did like a little volume automation. It sounded pretty cool. I might do that on like the one when the beat drops and just automate that in there. Throw a volume automation on that. Let's see, like that. And then also, I'm going to cut out the lows. It's playing a really low note. But I'm going to turn that up a little bit too. Bring that volume automation in a little bit tighter. So let me drag this out. Just another 4 bars there. Alright, so let's keep it moving. Let's add some more to that. I'm going to just name this here. I'm going to name which one it is. And then maybe some bells or something could be kind of cool. Or maybe a piano. gonna mute that little melody I played. It's cool, but I'm gonna mute it for now to just brainstorm some other stuff. That was cool. I did a little the capture in Ableton. If you see this whatever this is up here, the square, whatever you played, if you hit it, sometimes you could hit that capture button in case you didn't record it. That was a cool little riff. I'm gonna move this note. This note's just slightly forward. Yeah, that sounds like Southern trap right there. And then I could even stack that, you know, with another piano sound to make it sound more realistic and more full. I'm not gonna do that right now. I just want to keep it moving, but that would definitely be something I could do later on. And then so I'm thinking maybe even this organ would be taken out in some parts of the verse, or maybe this organ would only come in certain parts of the song. That way it'll leave more space. Well, both of those organs actually, but for now I'm gonna keep it in because it just helps me come up with melodies. But I might take it out later though, or just use it sparingly. Cool, I like that melody a lot. Let's see, it captured what I played there. Let me play it back and see how it sounds. There's a couple of notes I messed up in there. And then maybe I could even do like a little flam like this. Let me fix the timing on this part. It's just a little bit off. Let's do a little flam here too. So yeah, what I'm thinking with this is that this would not be like so much in the song on its own as a melody, but it's more of something to like guide the artist on what to sing and like to guide them on which notes, because it looks and it sounds like a vocal melody to me. Although I do hear this part could be like a good instrumental part in the song. Like that. Or even just that last part, like. Alright, so let me go ahead and bounce that to audio. I really like that. That sounds cool. So for now, I'm just gonna leave this part here and this last part. And I'm gonna put some echo on that too. Let's put echo boy. I like that echo effect, and I'm also gonna put Ableton's filter delay on that. Alright, let's put the organs back in for now. Alright, let me add some flavor to this percussion. Alright, let me look in my samples here. I'm just gonna loop it on maybe just like a 2-bar loop for now. Let's go ahead and hit that loop button there. Oh, I dragged it on the wrong one. Let's put that over here. I want to see what it sounds like if I put a frequency shifter on this. Let's go for another sample. I'm looking for something punchy and short. Maybe like that. Huncho Jack, what's up, man? I keep turning that way because I've got my camera here now, but I keep turning that way because I'm so used to it. What's up, man? It was good. I had a good weekend. Yesterday was a pretty good day. We went to the park. I took my daughter to the park. Me and my wife did, and she had a lot of fun. And the weather was awesome. You can't really ask for it to be much nicer than it was yesterday. And even today, it's beautiful. Like, the sun's out. It's about 80, 85 degrees. It's not too hot, not too cold. So yeah, man, I had a pretty good weekend. What about you? Did you have a good weekend? So it's not a new setup quite. I mean, it kind of is, but what I'm doing is I'm testing out using 2 cameras with the USB plugged in. So last time on Friday, I was testing out using 2 cameras. One camera was connected to the Wi-Fi. The second camera was wired. Today I've got 2 cameras wired, and the only way for me, for y'all to be able to really see me, is to put my camera here because that wire is short. And then the long one I'm having run all the way back to the back of the room into the closet. So yeah, I'm preparing to record with my sister, and to be able to try to show y'all that process, I have to have either a long wire going from here to the closet where the microphone is, or have one on Wi-Fi, but that has not worked. So as of right now, this is working. I'm being able to have 2 cameras on at the same time. I don't think it's frozen at all. I don't think it's glitched. So, and also this is cool. I've got my camera on portrait mode. It's my phone. I've got my phone on portrait mode. So it's got like kind of the background blurry look, which is kind of cool. So I like it. The only downside is that I don't have the camera on my computer, which I think is a really cool shot. And then my light over there too, which is a really cool shot. But yeah, so we'll have to work something out though. I'm gonna try stacking that with this one. Yeah, Huncho Jack, do you like this setup or do you prefer the other one better? I'd like to hear your thoughts. But really, it's not that I wasn't even trying to come up with a new setup. I was just trying to find a way that I could use both cameras in a reliable way at the same time. Let's go with that sound. And maybe put one slightly off the grid here. Huncho Jack, you said, I think I like the old setup more, maybe because I'm used to it, maybe because the camera's a little too close, but I'm sure we'll get used to that. Yeah, I like the other setup better too. I do like like I said, I like how clear this shot is. It looks a lot more crisp because I'm using portrait mode. Now with the other one, I like getting this shot in there. But yeah, I'm just testing this out because I need to be able to use two cameras. So like the way I'll have it is, like you see how where my keyboard is here? Instead of my keyboard being here, what I'll do is I'll have that camera in the closet and it'll be filming my sister in there. So so yeah, that's the whole idea behind it. But also, maybe I could find a way to like move this camera back a little bit. And let's see here. Now I might have messed it up. Oh, might have messed it up. Yeah. I don't know if that helped at all. I think it's still pretty close. Let's see. Alright, I'm going to try to add something else to that percussion there. And let's see what I could do. I'm almost thinking that this will be kind of like a percussion breakdown a little bit. It won't be something that plays throughout the whole beat. cool. So let's keep on adding to this. I kind of like just adding different layers and seeing how it turns out. Let's go with like a different sample here. Let's go with that shaker. I like that. Oh, accidentally, I need to put this sound in there. Let's go ahead and drop that down here. Copy it all the way, and then let's go ahead and add this sound. And I think I'm gonna add a shaker. Let's see how that horn stab fits in there, if at all. It says it's playing. Now, if I remember correctly, I don't think that this was right. As far as it says it's playing a D sharp, but I think it being right. If that's right, all I need to do is move it up one semitone. I don't like the way that sounds. Yeah, let's check out what I have in these samples here. Just see how some of these little loops sound in here. It's always interesting just to throw random stuff in the mix and see how it goes. A really unique quality to it, because it's like chopping because it's on beats mode. Yeah. Let me hear what that sounds like with like a delay on it. I'll just turn it on that last note. Kind of an interesting vocal chop. Let's put a delay on this vocal. Like for it just to hold out that one note. See if I can make it do that. See if I could splice these and like fade them into each other. I think that sounded pretty cool. Alright, so let's sequence this out just a little bit. Let's bring these. Let's do this. I'm going to drag this over here. Just copy and paste everything. Let's take out the organs on this part. I accidentally had those snares in there, but let's keep some of those in. Let me copy and paste them. I'm gonna copy and paste them over just in case. Let's do that. And then I'm gonna take these out. Yeah, that's a cool little vibe right there. I like that. I'm gonna take this one out though. Let's take this out. Huncho Jack, you said, do you have any advice of selling music? Do you mean like selling your own original tracks, or do you mean like selling beats? Because I think there's a difference there. I'm gonna take this one out too. Yeah, that's a cool vibe. I like that. Okay, selling beats, man. I don't have advice for that, man. My advice would be to not focus on selling beats, but rather find artists that you want to work with, artists that are not too big. So right now I'm in the same boat as you on that, man. I would like to sell beats. I've sold a couple beats to random rappers, but you know, it's not enough to to rely on that to, like, you know, help pay the bills and stuff like that. So what I'm trying to do right now, I'm gonna give you advice on what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to find artists that I want to work with. I'm gonna hit them up and I want to say, hey, I've got these beats. Do you want to work together on a song? You know, work together with them and try to build them up, and then you kind of come up together. Like, that is what I've heard is the best way to go, and that's what I'm trying to do. And I think in time the money will come, and then you'll be able to sell beats to people. But yeah, the best way to do it is to get people rapping on your beats. That way they'll tell their friends about where they got the beats from, and then they'll want to come buy them from you. So that's if that makes sense, that's my advice. Yeah, man, I'm in the same boat though, man. I've done my own music for so long, but now I feel like I'm gonna start working with artists. So yeah, I'm at that place where I'm looking for artists to work with, and I mean, to be honest, I found a couple people I like. I thought they liked my beats. They said they liked them. They said they wanted to work with me, and then, you know, it just kind of fell through, and they ended up not using them, and they haven't expressed interest in continuing to use the beats I sent them. So yeah, I mean, you don't take that personally. You just keep it moving, and you try to find people that that you like, that have the same mindset as you, that you can, you know, help each other out and do that sort of thing. Alright, so let's sequence this out a little bit more. I'm going to copy and paste that, but on this next time around, I'm going to take out the organs. And maybe the organs will just be something that's like more of an intro type thing. A guitar would be kind of cool. Let's hear how this sounds in the intro. Let's copy and paste some of these elements here. I kind of like that, the way that sounds. Let's move these 808s. These were my original samples. Let's move those. I kind of like the idea of taking the organs out when the beat drops though. So let's do, let me put this vocal here. Maybe I could fit this in the intro if it sounds okay. Let's see. So let me see how this sounds if I do a filter automation. Let's get auto filter and let's turn it on up until about halfway through. Let's try that. Let me do it smoother. So on that part, let me see if I could throw in some snares into the intro too. I like the concept of the intro, but I feel like it needs something else in there, and I'm not quite sure what that is yet. The snares add a nice little touch to it though. Maybe like stacking the snares, maybe like some toms or something like that. Let me make a note here. Like tom/stack snares. But I feel like it needs something else here though. Maybe I just need to bring that sound out a little bit and maybe stack it with something else. Although I do like that. Let's see how this piano sounds. Let's see if I could turn the volume up of the mix just a little bit more. Let's see what this plugin by Valhalla sounds like. Supermassive. Let's see what it sounds like on the master here. Kind of like that, but with the right tempo though. So if y'all have ever heard about this, this is pretty key when you calculate BPM of like delay effects. There's a delay BPM calculator, and this has been really helpful. So you put in your BPM for delay and reverb. And then this tells you like the ideal delays. So I could probably let's do one of these two numbers here. We're either gonna do like 460 or 230. And let's see if that makes a difference. Alright, and then I'm gonna automate that to turn off. So, like this. And then let's go ahead and automate this to turn on only in the beginning. That would be cool if I automated a chorus-like effect in the intro. Let's see what Melda has. Let's go to Flanger, Melda Flanger. Let's see what kind of flangers they got. I haven't found the right one yet. Let's go, let's use another effect. Let's use, actually let's open up another Valhalla Supermassive. I think they've got some choruses in here. That's crazy. Putting that on the master track, that yields some crazy results. So now let me automate an auto filter. I have another idea here. Kind of just trying to spice up the intro a little bit. Alright, so for this, I'm gonna automate a limiter. Because when you're doing filter effects, I found it's best to put a limiter after it. Because it can cause like a lot of distortion. And then let's automate this EQ, because I'm gonna cut out some of those build-up frequencies that come in. So right in here, I'm going to automate that out. Let's put another one here. Put this before the limiter. I like that. Let's do this here. Make this come in a little bit faster. Maybe like a sound effect here would be kind of cool. Maybe like a boom. This maybe it's called a hit. Let me start off with the sound that I know, well, I'm pretty sure that will work. And then next I'm going to put a crash here. I'm going to use the crash that I always use. Looks like I have this activated still on accident. Let's just put this here at the end. I may need another crash there. Let's go to another Cymatics kit. I think it's their Post Malone kit. I remember liking the crashes in here. Let's try that one. That one sounds like a trap crash. I don't like the tone of that though. There's like a lingering frequency. I'll keep it there for now though. Actually, let's change it. I don't like it. Let's go with this one. Yeah, that's way better. Alright, let's put some more sound effects here. I think this is a really cool spot for some sound effects. There's a certain hit that I'm looking for. ABD, what's up, man? You said, hey, I was wondering if you could react to my beat. I'm just beginning and want to know if I'm good. Sure, man. Go ahead and send it. Send it over. Do you have it up on the internet or where do you have it up at? Do you have it uploaded anywhere, or do you or is it just like on your computer? If it's just on your computer, send it there. Yeah, send it to that email, and then let me know once you sent it, and I'll open it up. Yeah. I'm looking for a certain hit. That's a really cool sound. Maybe stretch it out a little bit. Yeah, ABBD, let me know once you sent it, because I don't have my email pulled up right now. Just let me know once you have it sent. So another idea I have here is I'm going to do like a little reverse reverb. So I'm going to freeze this, I'm going to freeze it, and then I'm going to flatten it. Cool, you sent it? Let me pull up my email right now, and then we'll take a listen. And to whoever else is in here right now, y'all can give your feedback too and help him out. He said he's just starting out. He needs some feedback on his beats. Let's see. I have not received anything in my inbox yet. Yeah, I don't see it yet. I'll check back here in a second. So I'm gonna flatten this. And then let's add some reverb to that. Actually, I'm gonna undo that. So let's go ahead and use this. I'm gonna add reverb to this track here, and then I'm gonna freeze it and flatten it. And then I'm only going to add it to this part. And I'm gonna take off the chorus. Alright, now I'm gonna freeze it and then I'm gonna flatten it. And then I can reverse it. So it'd be like, actually you may not be able to hear it too well because of the effects I have on the master. So in that case I may take the effects off the master, route everything to a pre-master, and then that might solve my problem. But for now I'm just gonna keep it like that. That's cool. Let me check my email again and see if I got it. Alright, I got it. Got the beat. Let's take a listen. I think it's pretty good, man. I would just say keep producing and continue to try to hone in on your skill and just make a lot of beats. What exactly is your goal? Is it to be a producer for an artist, or to just like release beats on your own, or like what's your goal with music? Because I would say that beat is just a little bit too busy. Like for an artist, you want to keep in mind about like how their vocals will sound in addition with the beat, and not just like the beat in itself. But if you're just in the beginning stages, maybe I would just focus on trying to improve your production skills. Like compare your beats to your favorite artist and see if they're hitting in the same way. See if they're loud, like in comparison with the like their beats. See if your mix is in the right spot. And just try to like really compare yourself to the people that you look up to, and just keep producing and produce as much as you can. But yeah, I think it sounds pretty good. How long have you been producing for? Yeah, man, that's a really short amount of time, and the beat sounds pretty good, especially for how long you've been producing. So these days, like to get good at production takes a lot less time than it did back when I started, but it still takes a while, and there's still a lot of frustration and a lot of learning. I would definitely suggest you learning music theory. Spend a lot of time on that. The other thing is sound design and mixing and mastering, but only because when you get good at that, the sounds that you choose in your beats improves. And sound choice is probably one of the most important things in music production. The sounds you choose have a big impact on the mix as a whole, and you don't really know which sounds to choose until you get accustomed to what is a good mix, you know. So it's kind of like a catch-22. You can't improve your beats until you get good at mixing and mastering, but you can't really get good at mixing and mastering until you really properly learn how to pick the right sound. So yeah, it's just it's a lot of stuff, but don't get discouraged. If it's something you love to do, just learn as much as you can, produce as much as you can, still live your life, you know, but be serious and disciplined about learning music production if that's something that you really love and you really want to do. I'm not sure why Siri came up there for a second. Let me see if everything is okay here. Okay, yeah. I think the camera's back. Let me see what you're saying here. ABD, you said also I sent you a slow flow type beat. Could you maybe react to that too? Yeah, man, let me check it out. It's no problem. Let's check this out. So this is his second beat. If y'all have any advice for him, you can go ahead and drop that in there too. And actually, I don't know if y'all can hear that. Oh yeah, y'all can hear that. That's cool. Let me see here. Let me restart my browser here. Yeah, so my advice would be maybe try panning the hi-hats a little bit and doing something interesting with that. That could give some cool effects. That sounds a lot like, you know, what's typical these days, like what you would hear rappers rapping to. Now, personally, I like to have, like, just to switch things up, like a melodic breakdown that is different from the rest of the beat, just to kind of switch things up. You know how Drake does, like, Drake will break a beat down, the drums will cut out, and stuff like that. Like, that sort of thing. That would be my advice for that beat, just to keep it from getting, like, monotonous and the same thing over and over again. Like, switch up the melody in a way that it makes sense for that beat, you know? And ABD, you said, what is panning hi-hats? So, panning hi-hats would be like, if you have, like these are my hi-hats right here. And you have them going, like, left and right in the channels, like this. So, listen. Like that, you know, instead of just having them, like, straight down the middle. Like, kind of doing different stuff like that. That's a pretty cool technique. Yeah, man, it's a really good technique. I use it a lot. You said, but isn't that for drill? I don't know what you mean by drill, but if you could explain, I could answer it. I'm looking for some more sound effects right now. Like UK drill beats. I'm not sure what that is, but I mean I was just thinking like on the hi-hat stutters, just kind of like have it stuttering like left and right. You know, you can have it go down the middle, but then like when it stutters, like go left and right like that. It just helps break things up a little bit. But yeah, I mean, you don't have to take my advice on that. That's just like what I say is not the end all be all either. You know, like I don't have all the answers, but that's just what I thought would sound cool in it. You know, if that makes sense. That thunder sounded kind of cool in there like that. Of course, man. Let's I'm gonna keep the low end on that. When I cut out the low end, it didn't sound as good. And then I'm gonna add in a kick. Let's add in a kick there. And I just realized what time it was. I'm gonna have to sign off here. Before I go though, let me just I'm gonna add a reverse kick here. Alright, I'm gonna let this beat play. My daughter woke up and I'm gonna go grab her and I will be right back. So I'm gonna start this over. I want to listen to it from the top here. So the only thing I'm gonna change in this beat for right now, I'm planning on actually sending this to an artist, and I was talking to him last night on Instagram, and I'm gonna send him probably a pack of 3 beats. So this will probably be one of them, but I feel like that synth gets a little bit monotonous. This one right here. It's kind of a boring sound. It'll work in the background if the organs are playing, but I don't know. I feel like that needs to change, and I'm thinking about putting a guitar in its place. But yeah, actually, let me see how this sounds in the intro, and then without it in the verse. Let's see. It sounds kind of empty without it. So something definitely needs to be there. But yeah, that's gonna be something I'm gonna try to work on tonight and see what I can come up with on that. Yeah, that's the only thing. Let me listen back one more time here. Let me hear those original synths in there. Let me mute this synth. I don't think that's the right one either. But yeah, I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna work on that tonight. Let me let my daughter down here. There you go. Yeah, I don't think that's it. But I'm gonna keep this in here for now. I'm gonna work on a different sound to substitute that. And yeah, I think this beat is almost there. It's almost ready to send to him. I think it has a good vibe. I think everything sounds pretty good, except for this synth here. Or maybe just that as the intro, you know, like just that little section there would be cool. Like this. Yeah, that would make a cool intro. Fair, what's up, man? How you doing? You said what's new for today, man? I'm just about to sign off actually. I didn't realize how late it was. I've got to go ahead and head to the gym. My daughter woke up, but I was making some southern melodic trap, and I'll go ahead and play that back for you real quick here. Fair. I don't know him personally, but you know, I've released songs with Apostle Records with him. Well, not with him, but I've released songs on Apostle Records, and he's also part of the Apostle Records group, you know. But yeah, I don't know him personally. I just know him online. A casual acquaintance, I would say. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today, y'all. I'm gonna see if I can live stream tomorrow. The reason why I've got a different setup today is because I was testing out having 2 cameras playing at one time, so that when my sister comes and records, then I could have 2 cameras playing at the same time, because on Friday it did not work out too good. So today it worked out perfect. It was great. So this is gonna work. This setup is gonna work for when she comes over, and she should be coming over this week. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign off though, because my daughter is not letting me get anything done here, and I've gotta go anyway. So thank y'all so much for tuning in. Y'all have a good day, and I will be back either tomorrow or Wednesday. So I'll see y'all then. Take care.